Machiavelli to Don till I'm gone. He was saying this shit while he was alive. He was telling us. We were talking about it. Nigga, I'm a legend. I'm putting in mine. You better put in yours, because I'm a legend already.
Man, history a legend. You define me. John Machiavelli, bitch.
So yeah, let's get right into it, okay?
Absolutely.
So it's the year 1996. I am dating Aaron Hall. I am 17 years old and pregnant at the time, I know. We're actually in LA, and he was going to sign with Death Row Records, okay? So he's recording, doing music, you know, he's doing video shoots. And I was, you know, part of it. We were living out in a hotel, you know, because we wasn't, you know, living there. We was just recording, and he was just getting a feel of the whole, everybody's going to sign with Death Row. You know, you got Pac, you got Casey and JoJo, you got Snoop. It was amazing to be a part, you know. So, yeah, Aaron's super talented, and they want him to be a part of Death Row Records. We were invited to a Mother's Day event, 1996, and all of Death Row family and friends were supposed to join, come and watch, you know, their relatives perform for them. So I thought that was a beautiful thing. I was going to get my hair and nails done, and Aaron was like, I can't take you. I can't take you. Tupac is going to take you and make sure you're good and safe. I was like, oh, okay. You know, we're in LA, and, you know, my first time out there, so okay, he's gonna make sure I'm safe. I didn't think nothing of it. And at that time, him and Pac were talking. Things seemed a little antsy. He was more on edge than usual, Aaron. And so Aaron said he had to go to a meeting. That's why he couldn't, you know, take me to get my hair and nails done. And it was an important meeting, and he couldn't miss it. So Pac's gonna hold me down. So I go to the salon. You know, me and Pac had deep conversations. That was the first time I've ever been alone with him and actually one-on-one. I mean, he schooled me on life. He schooled me on becoming a mom. He schooled me on just so many things that I would never forget our conversation, ever forget our conversation about this industry. I mean, me being 17 and all this is in front of me, and it's a wow factor, you know, all these celebrities and, you know, in the studio and video shoots, and this man is so deeply spiritual, so connected with, you know, himself and the worldly things that are going on. He just knew so much, and I'm grateful that I got that opportunity to have with him. And then we met up with Aaron after I got my nails and, you know, hair done. We went to the hotel, and Aaron's extra, you know, stress and pacing back and forth, and him and Pac start talking. So he's extra mean, extra just everything. And I felt like there was something going on. It's more than just business. So to let you know, allegedly, when he was, you know, going to this meeting, he was kind of pleading for my life, you know. Some of these people, to be down with the cause, you got to sacrifice people, which is insane to me. And allegedly, they told him, you know, there come a dime a dozen of her. You know, she could be replaced. I don't care if she's pregnant. You can get a pretty young thing, and it's no big deal. So allegedly, he said, no, I'll be damned. I'm not going to do that. I love her. You know, I'll die for her. So they went back and forth, and allegedly it was said, it's going to happen if you like it or not. So he buys me a white dress to go to the event, right? And the day of the event now, we're getting dressed, and he's extra antsy and very mean to me. I mean, he was mean, but he was mean. And everybody knows he was, you know, violent, verbally, physically, emotionally. But you got to understand, I was 17, naive, young, you know, so I loved him. You know, when you love someone, you make excuses for people, you know. You know, he treats you so well one minute, and the next minute he could be so ugly, and then you hold on to the goodness in them, you know. So that's what I did throughout the violence in our relationship. So the day of it, we're getting dressed, and we're leaving the hotel, and we waiting outside in front for our limo. And Casey and JoJo was standing outside waiting for their limo as well. And Aaron was just grabbing me and just being aggressive, and I hate this dress. And I'm like, you bought it for me. Like, what are you, like, you crazy? You know, like, what's going on? Like, why are you so, he was so angry. He wanted to argue with me, but I wasn't giving it to him. I was not. There was something eerie in the air for me that it was just something different. And Casey and JoJo was talking to him and trying to calm him down and pray with him. So right there, that was kind of a God sent of angel of both of them, trying to calm him down, pray with him, talk to him, and trying to refocus his mind. So I say this before we go into the venue. When he was pleading for my life and telling that, you know, he doesn't want nothing happening to me, but he's still taking me to the venue. You know, I went over this over and over in my head. Why would he take me? Why would he put a white dress on me? It's like, you know, dressing the lamb and giving her to the wolves. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody has different levels of love or how they should love someone. Obviously, he doesn't know how to love right. But I would never put my loved one in that situation, knowing that you're going into the wolves' den. You know what's going to happen. You know what they want to do. But you should have take me home on a plane or say, leave me alone. Don't ever talk to me. I play that back over and over again. You know, the ride to I could honestly remember how I felt, the scared young girl, you know, petrified, just emotionally distraught, but so in love with him at the time, like literally in love with him. And, you know, I want to give him excuses. You know, that's what a lot of women do when you're abused. We give them excuses after excuses, but, you know, maybe he felt obligated to. You know, he wanted to be famous. He wanted them to be accepted. But you got to have limits and sacrifices, you know, to want to be rich or to want to be famous. You got to have limits. You know, you can't, that limit of sacrificing a person shouldn't be ever.
Right.
So we go in the car, we drive to the venue, we pull up. He grabs my hand. You know, the same thing he always says, look at me, don't look at no man. You know, an aggressive person that, you know, super controlling. You know, the same routine. We walk in. So when we walk in before we enter the venue, of all the people and the cameras and all the family that's sitting down at the tables, this old lady was walking out, being escorted out, actually. A mature lady. She was like in the 70s or 80s year old. Had an entourage. And she stopped Aaron and I. She grabbed my belly. And I was only 4 months, but super skinny. I wasn't even showing. And she says, don't worry, your son is going to be all right. He's going to be healthy and he's going to be good, which we didn't know if we're having a boy or a girl. Then she looks at Aaron and tells him, you know what? You be good to her and you protect her. And she prayed on us. That's God. God sent an angel right there because his whole demeanor changed. Because he was trying to get angry in the car. He was trying to start a fight, maybe to justify what's going to happen or was going to happen. You know what I'm saying? You know, I play that over and over in my mind. Like, if that lady didn't stop, or, you know, if she didn't say a prayer, or Casey and JoJo didn't pray outside the hotel, you know, that was God sending him, like, you know, what are you doing, Aaron? You know what I mean? You know of God. You know what I mean? You come from church.
Right.
So we walk into the venue. Cameras, you know, video cameras, taking pictures. So we greet people, still by his side. We walk into the back of the venue, you know, because there's a stage. And so we walk in the back of the stage. He pulls a chair to the side of you see the stage, and there's the back entrance when you're performing and you're waiting to go on stage. So he puts a chair, sit here. I said, okay. But he was serious and aggressive. I was like, damn, he's like, I'm still have no idea. I'm oblivious to what's going on or what's going to happen or what they tend to do. This female, like, runs towards Aaron, and then he walks her halfway, grabs her, and they start talking, and they're in each other's face. So a 17-year-old's mind, you know what I'm thinking? They fucking. You know what I'm saying? Right? She's approaching, she's screaming, so I'm thinking, oh, I'm here, I'm pregnant.
Right.
You know, she's upset, Aaron's a hoe, you know, he's the nasty man, you know what I mean?
Right.
I'm like, listen, what's so crazy and mind-boggling to me, like, I would never hit Aaron back, even though he was physically, you know, physical with me. But anybody else that would confront me, I would fight. I was a fighter. I was brave. But with him, I didn't step up for myself until I had my child. Then I was like, enough is enough. But so when she was screaming, and I was like, what up, bitch? Let's go, you know? So that was my mentality. That's hot. Even though I was pregnant, I was like, let's go, bitch. So I'm thinking Aaron's fucking her. She's upset. I'm here. He brought me here. So the mood changed. People started moving towards Aaron and I, men. And then I said, ooh, it felt eerie. I said, something's different. This is not you know, I'm fucking your man. This is it's a, you know, when you're hard, you feel something's wrong.
Right. Okay.
And then, so I shut up quick. I like was looking at the room and seeing, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck's really going on. Because I see the fear now in Aaron's face. Like, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? So I see the fear that it's more than just they fucking, right? So within the commotion and people started moving towards, and you see the dudes, Pac runs. He runs towards Aaron, grabs up the girl, and says, nobody fucking touch her. Points to me. And he goes, she's family, she's Aaron's wifey. I told you nobody fucking touches her. So I looked and I was like, my mind's like, what the fuck is going on? He drags her out the side of the door. You know, there's always like back entrance to lead outside. And it was a back entrance, and a lot of people follow. When Pac moves, people follow. And they followed him outside. And then Aaron standing in front of me like a guard dog. He was like, don't move, don't say shit. I'm like, yeah, I had no idea what was going on. So we waited patiently until Pac came inside. And, you know, my heart's racing because, you know, your senses tell you something's wrong. That this is not right. You know, especially the people that you see around in the back. You know, it's not like we're in blue tuxedos. You know, we're in an all-white party. You know, we got some thugs. We got some gangsters. You know, it's real live shit that can go pop off. And I got that, but I didn't know how real it was going to get, or what they wanted to do, I should say. So Pac comes in and comes up to us and be like, you know, you guys are good. And looks at Aaron and says, don't stay long. Like dead up like that, don't stay long. And then hugged us and then went on stage. And he's my God, not knowing at that point he was my angel. He saved my life. I mean, I'm happy that Aaron stood up and grabbed and he was like, no, you know, but I'm mad that he brought me there anyways, you know, because he had a choice. You know, God always gives you a choice. Demons always give you a fucking choice. You know, that was his choice to bring me there to those wolves, you know, a lamb 17 and pregnant. Yeah. So maybe he was contemplating with himself. I don't know if he was battling himself, but Pac saved my life. And I'm grateful that he saved my life. And we stood for a little while and we said goodbye. And before we said goodbye and left, one of the demons came up to me and said, you're blessed, you know, and said a bunch of other things that I will not say. But I mean, I was looking a demon in the eyes, you know, he was telling me that you almost got, and I felt it in my soul. Like when he stared at me and looked at me and was like, oh, you just passed, you almost died. Like, and I felt it. Like I felt his aura, his heaviness. You feel that shit, you know? And then we left and then we went to the hotel. He didn't go to any other recordings. He didn't go to any other video shoots. And we went on a plane and left a few days later. We never turned around. And then 4 months later, Pac dies. And I was devastated, you know, because in the beginning, I didn't know that he saved my life. I know he saved maybe an ass whipping because it looked like more than one wanted to kick my ass. But I didn't know the reason that they wanted to, you know, leave me to die. You know, the setup allegedly was to make it look like a gang thing, you know, beat her up to death, you know, and leave me on the side of the road somewhere. So that's what allegedly they were supposed to do. And whatever else, because there was dudes approaching. So it wasn't just a female, you know, she had dudes with her.
What was her purpose? The female.
To drag me out, to start it off. Remember, it's all about a look. So it's got to look like gang related, grabbing up another girl, dragging her out of the venue, and then whatever dudes and the guys beat me up, rape me, whatever they wanted to do, and leave me on the side of the road for dead. So that was the plan.
Yo, YouTube, what up? It's your homie Gab, I'm in the building. And this is MAKAVELI Media. So normally, I don't get into all the conspiracy, industry, ritual, death, shenanigans. And rarely do I touch subjects that a lot of other YouTubers touch. But this video here is courtesy of one of my subscribers and one of my homeboys, Brian. Brian has been telling me for the last couple days, you gotta check out Gloria Velez video she did about Tupac saving our life. You gotta listen to it, And I know my homie Art had posted this, interview prior. So I was like, all right, let me go ahead and check it out. And I must admit, I'm very, 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 very late to the party on this one. This was deep. And it was shocking. And it kind of fucked me up. And it's for another reason. A lot of people were shocked about Gloria saying that she was going with the former lead singer of Guy when she was 17 years old. And I know he had the least be in his 30s, about 35. I can do math, yeah. Or the fact that, Gloria was saying that Death Row or somebody that Earn was about to sign with pertaining to Death Row was telling Earn that in order for him to sign with the label, he had to offer up a blood sacrifice. And that blood sacrifice was his then 17-year-old baby mother, Gloria. Now, Gloria is a video model. A lot of you seen her in several rap videos over the years and other hip-hop magazine publications. But yes, at the time, she was Earn Hall's baby mother. But that's not the part that really fucked me up. We getting to that. I know y'all saying, Gab, spill it out. What got me was the manner of this alleged sacrifice and how the chain of events that were taking place to lead up to it just totally fucked me up. Because she said that Earn refused to give her up initially, but yet he still took her to the Death Row Mother's Day event. We saw clips of that. She said he bought her an all-white gown. You heard about the older lady that walked up to her and made a comment to Earn Hall saying that he should protect her and that she was having a baby boy. All that stuff was fascinating. Then she said that, a young lady approached her saying that she was sleeping with Earn also, and she was having his child, and was trying to bait her into a fight. And she said she didn't do it. Tupac came to the rescue, told the gentleman to leave her alone, and told Earn he shouldn't stay at this event much longer. I don't know if that's true or not. I wasn't there. I'm willing to bet neither was you. But the part that got me is when she said she found out later that the girl was the bait for her to get into a fight with so they could kill her later on and say it was gang related. I don't want to read too much into that. That's a bit much to digest, but yeah, that's wild. Anyway, I need you guys to share this video. Don't forget to sub to the channel. This is MAKAVELI Media. My new thing is I figured it out. Give me thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. When you give it a thumbs up, more people can see it. And if you fuck with me and you rock with the channel, you want to put your boy out there in a major way. Oh, yeah. Anyway, it's been a pleasure as always. I'm your homie Gab. I'm signing off. I'm about to hit y'all with the peace.